Hi. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Were you two together?
Yeah.
Where were you in the crowd?
We were to the far right side, somewhat close to the front, like on the Mandalay Bay side, so.
Did you know what was happening as soon as it started, or did you think something else was happening? Some people have said they thought it was firecrackers.
I just looked at her and I said, we have to go. And so then we just started running.
When you started running, did you have an idea where you were running to or from? Did you know where the shots were coming from?
I knew that they were coming from the Mandalay Bay direction, so we were just running in the opposite direction.
Literally seconds after we started running, I knew I had got shot and I just went down.
You got shot in the leg. Where did you get hit?
In my shin.
Is the prognosis good as far as the leg's recovery?
Yeah.
Do they plan to operate on your leg?
I don't know yet. I just have bullet fragments in my leg, so.
Just.
Well.
Yeah. Bullet fragments in your leg. Once you went down, how did you get out of there?
I tried to pick her up, but I couldn't, and so she just kept telling me, you have to go, you have to go. So I took 4 or 5 steps and I made it to where this metal trailer or something was there, and this off-duty policeman from California pulled me in and he was just holding me there, and I kept saying, I have to get my friend, I have to get her, and he wouldn't let me go, and he helped me out of there.
So you two got separated?
Yes.
And how did you get out?
I made my way over under this table thing. It was a bar area, and this guy ripped off my boot and wrapped my ankle up because it was just bleeding everywhere. And we just kept hearing gunshots, and then this other guy came over and he picked me up over his shoulder and just started running out and put me in a taxi. And that's when I got a hold of my mom, because I lost my phone and all I wanted to do was talk to my mom, because I thought I was gonna die. I thought there was no way I was gonna make it out.
What did you think when you got that phone call?
It was the most dreaded phone call as a mother you ever want to get. I was, of course, grateful I was hearing her voice, hearing that she was as distraught as she was and hysterical. Of course, I'm thinking the worst, and at the same time trying to keep my mind collected enough to just get to her.
What are y'all saying to yourself about this at this point?
At this point, I just keep telling myself that we're thankful. And I'm so glad that we made it out alive. Because it could have been so much worse.
What do you think about this after the fact?
I close my eyes to try to sleep, and I have flashbacks. I can't listen to the news because the gunshots, I just try not to think about it.
And like she was saying, every time I close my eyes, I'm just seeing everybody running and people falling to the ground.
Are y'all angry about this, or are you scared, or are you sad?
I mean, obviously, there's a little bit of anger too, but probably just sad more than anything, because he took so many people's lives that we're just trying to have a good time at a concert, and it's just so unfortunate that someone could ever do that.
Let me tell you, people came together because what you had, as ugly as it is you had 20,000 people jammed into a killing field and a guy 32 floors up with a killing machine, and you got out alive. And there's a reason for that.
She was telling me when we were driving down here, she just feels so bad for a lot of other people. She doesn't understand why she's here and other people aren't.
There's no answer to that question. There really isn't. And there's a phenomenon that I know you've heard about called survivor's guilt. You are here, and you have to maximize being here. You just have to know I am here, and so I have to do what I have to do with my life. There's not enough guilt in the world to erase what did happen. And there's not enough anxiety in the world to change what will happen. This is going to hit you in time. You are at risk for PTSD, and that's a term that gets thrown around so much it's lost its meaning. But it's a neurological thing, it's not psychological. Everybody thinks it's psychological. You'll know it if after 30, 60 days, there are triggers that take you back to the same emotion you felt that night in that field. And when you see that, you need to tell your parents, because it's very treatable. But the sooner you raise a flag about it, the easier it is to deal with.
Thank you so much for having us and being here, and it means a lot because this isn't going to be easy, and we just have to stay as positive as we can.